Okay, we are still in section 5.3, the definite integral, and without any proof at this point, because I'm not talking to you about how to evaluate these things yet, I just want to talk about three very important integrals and what their values are. So if I have the integral from a to b of x dx, then the answer, without having to go through a whole limit of Riemann sums thing, turns out to be b squared over 2 minus a squared over 2, whatever this b and this a are. Again, that's for a less than b, okay? If I have the integral of a constant times dx from a to b, then that's just that constant times b minus a. And if I have the integral of x squared dx from a to b, then that turns out to be b cubed over 3 minus a cubed over 3, whatever this a and this b are, as long as a is less than b. So again, I haven't used that. Actually, we need the fundamental theorem of calculus for me to show you why that's the case. So we haven't got that yet, but I just want you to understand that those three important integrals turn out to be this way. So using that in our next example, example 83, we want to evaluate the following definite integral. So we want the integral from 1 to 0. So my a is 1, my b is 0, of this function, 3x squared plus x minus 5, with respect to x, dx, right? So I can first of all break this up into three integrals. And as I break it up into three integrals, so I have three pieces of this function, I'm also going to pull constants out in front if I have a value of x or x squared or x cubed, etc. So this is 3 times the integral from 1 to 0 of x squared dx, plus the integral from 1 to 0 of x dx, minus, I could have brought this 5 out, but since I'm going to use this property here, that's okay. So minus the integral from 1 to 0 of 5 dx. So we know the integral of x squared is this guy, b cubed over 3 minus a cubed over 3, so b is 0, a is 1. So this is 3 times 0 cubed over 3 minus 1 cubed over 3. This is the integral of x, which if you go back up here, that's b squared over 2 minus a squared over 2. So integral of x would be 0 squared over 2 minus 1 squared over 2. And then the integral of a constant was just the constant times b minus a. So I have minus 5 times b minus a, which is 0 minus 1. Simplifying all this, you end up with 7 halves, right? This becomes minus 1/3. This becomes minus 1/2. This is minus 1. So 3 times minus 1/3 is minus 1. Minus 1/2 is minus 3 halves. Plus 5 is 10 halves. 10 halves minus 3 halves is 7 halves.